Hey fellow little peeps, I am Scarabic and you're watching Scarabic Gaming. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Today we're going to continue with Doki Doki Literature Club. Straight out of the intro. Welcome everybody, this is Doki Doki Literature Club, and I am on the third episode! And it's time for me to write my second poem, I'm guessing? Yeah, my second poem. Third episode, second poem. I should have done this at the end of the last episode. Never mind. Anyway, let's make a poem and see what we can do. I'm really wanting to take sides with Yuri like I did in the last episode, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on, hey? Fantasy! Ah, fuck, wrong one already. Okay, I want to... Melancholy. Disoriented. Tenacious? Infallible. Romance. Damn it. Tragedy. Damn it. Effulgent. Incongruent. Sensation. Raindrops. I'm choosing all the right ones. Good. Okay. Wonderful. Unstable beauty. Vivacious. Journey. Uncontrollable philosophy. Definitely. Doki Doki. Ah, shit. Okay, entropy. It's not a human issue. Entropy. Extraordinary. Nope. Determination. Intellectual. Contamination. Awesome. The majority of them are Yuri-based. And I'm good with being Yuri-based. Yeah. Wow. Love the music of this game. Yeah. I'm gonna read now. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here over the last few days. Entering the classroom, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Scarab! Fuck, she is so enthusiastic. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah. Buy a snack. Alright. No thanks. Alright. That's not like you at all! I have my reasons. I want to get in Yuri's pants, like... Come on, man. They team up with me here. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that? All of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. I think I see where this is going. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair! How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Cheeky! Very cheeky. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry! And so that only leaves one option. I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face was in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Scarab to let me borrow some money! Don't get me involved in that, Sari. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. She sounds like Data from the Next Generation. Oh, just that line there. Just that line there. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I love Data! I love Data! Alright, I love Yuri more now. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it was a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. No, don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. She's a little shit. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come here if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Man, she's a manipulator. What? What the fuck? Did I just smack her? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution! Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayuri hugs the cookie, and it crumbles, and falls apart, and lands on the floor, and then she hoovers it up with her mouth across the floor, just like sucking it all up, all the crumbs of the cookie, because she is that desperate for a sugar fix. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrap out and takes a big bite. So good! Sayuri suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ugh! Jeez! I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayuri off her. Oh! Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful. Sayuri trots away to safety. I can just picture it. No, never mind. Me and my silly mind, I picture things funnily. Yuri and I laugh as well. I'm sorry, I'm just picturing like the classic anime cheekiness, you know, after they do something silly, they just like put their arms up like this and they're like, and then they just like run off. It's just, I don't know. I'm assuming that that's the way it went down, because this is all like anime, so anyway. Doki Doki, Doki Doki, Doki Doki Doki. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Oh! Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me! Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. And people have lives and stuff. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed! But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. No, really. I just kind of started recently. Always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Yeah, play it. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. I'm gonna quickly save in slot 3. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Scarab. Monica smiles sweetly. Am I doing it right? I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to animate. I don't know how to animate, okay? Jeez. People expecting too much from me now. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. Man, I'd really love a chance to share once I'm ready. Oh, it's Monica. Who am I talking to? Oh, God. I got the voices mixed up and stuff. They're not even voices. They're just like afflictions on my voice that I'm doing. Anyway, I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Nah, not really. I chose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I wasn't really. It's a school thing, you know? You get friends and they're like, buy me food! Anyway, I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. How the fuck is this a horror game? I'm 3 episodes in and I have not found one horrifying thing yet. Except for maybe Sayuri's obsession with being super excited about everything. But that's kind of cute. It's not really scary. Though it might get scary. Who knows? Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey! Yuri! Oh! I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Oh. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Did it just say closet? Did that actually say closet? It said closet. Why the fuck are you going to a closet? I follow her and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. It's kind with a filter. The kind with the filter inside. Sorry, my bad. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. I have hands, I'm able to. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements, cause her ass is fab! Damn! To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Like a robot? Like Data? Like a nervous robot? Like Data with emotions? I don't know. Especially because of her long legs. Oh, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Oh, long legs. Oh, God. Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now. Oh, can you feel the magic? The sex in the air? Oh, God. Oh, just let me stroke my studs. I need to stroke my studs. Oh, God. And I need some energy drink. I need more energy drink. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay! Sorry, was just a bit curious. How about you butt out, okay? That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's, Monica, please mind your own business for once. Well, do you want me to tell you that there's something wrong with helping... Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Scarabic in club activities? My mouth gapes. I don't know, is that... How does a mouth gape? Is that gapey enough? Okay, my mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Humph. Yes, you humph away, Yuri. You humph. Then, let's go, Scarab. Ah! Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow, watching her ass move as she bounces down the hallway. Damn! Sorry, I don't even know where this comes from. It just happens. God, it's like I've got a sexual demon inside of me. Sexual demon. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Scarab, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make them seem in your head. Oh God, itchy. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you'll always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say. Yuri lifts her head. Scarab, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri! I like being friends with you too! Friends forever! I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. God, it is 5 in the morning. Yeah, it is. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Man, I didn't actually think that I was going to get into this game, but now that I'm doing it, I'm actually feeling energetic, and I don't know, like the story is actually captivating me. I'm enjoying myself a lot. This is cool. I'm gonna save it. But this is really fun. This is really cool. I can understand why people play this, but I still don't see why it's a horror. How the frickety fruck is this a horror? Scarab, do you like oolong tea? I don't know. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves while I stare at her bum. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself, and I can see her boobs vibrate. You must be in good mood now. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri! Don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Scarab. It's very endearing. Man, I really shouldn't have put my name in this. It's getting a little bit too close to home. Sorry. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for both of us and I jizz in my pants. Scarab, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Like, I want to sit on the floor. I just want to feel the hard wood on my bottom. Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Man, I'll bend you over any day. Oh my god, I am like so deviant at the moment. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Oh, tell me about it, sister. Sister! No, that's weirder. Is that so? I should just stick to the script and stop going off topic! I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my huge erection. God, I can't stop it now! I can't stop it! Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Maybe you should get a back brace. Fair enough. Go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a small bag of chocolate candies that I kept hidden away from Sayuri's candy radar. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit together against the wall, teacups at our sides. Actually, coffee and chocolate works better than tea and chocolate. Just FYI. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh my god! I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this with a boner in my hands? My hands? Oh my god, I just that just came off the top of my head. I didn't even think about saying that. That just rolled naturally off. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. The teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I'm gonna save. Yeah, I'm just gonna save, just in case it tells me that. Should I turn the page or should I touch her boob? Hopefully it doesn't give me a choice like that, because I don't want to end up getting my hand cut off or something. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Ooh. Hello, you got radiant radiant stuff around you. I can see the dust particles. It looks like a glimmer of sunshine with your beautiful face, your purple eyes, and your purple hair, and sexiness. Yuri opens the book with both hands. It's okay to be sexually attracted to anime, okay? Jesus Christ, it's not that abnormal. Why do you think hentai exists? Wow, that just sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have a harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg, and it's making me hard. It's making it very, very hard for me to ignore the fact that I'm hard. And I think she's starting to notice, but that's okay. I think she's alright with it. But anyway, I'm going to read the story. Why do I keep going off script? I am just like really perverted. Alright, well in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. I then take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book and simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Oh, that is so cute. That is like really romantic. That is, if you have a connection with someone that you can do that, man, that is just like, you know what I mean? Being able to like feed another person, like watching a movie or sitting down and watching Netflix or something, and you like sit down and you like take from a bag. Sort of like if you guys saw what I did with Cheetos, you know, have that delicious Cheeto feeling. Actually, sorry, Cheezels, not Cheetos, Cheezels. When I did that thing on one of my videos with the Cheezels, that. And yeah, having the of the Cheezels, but doing that with another person is even more intimate. It's like you're close together, you're watching a movie or something, but you don't want to look away from the screen, so you like reach down into the bag and you give yourself one. It's so good. You reach down into the bag and then you hand it over to your partner, and then they eat it, and it's like so magical. I don't know, it's like I'm a romantic at heart, so it's like that sort of thing really touches me. So this is like giving me the high school giggles. It's touching my romantic button. Okay, get over it, Scarab. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. It kind of looks like she's trying to take a poop out of her mouth. She's like, little poop. Alright, Scarab. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? Oh, I want to be more than friends, baby. I want to be more than friends. I mean, really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Ooh. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can just tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice that her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. Oh, yes. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Whoa! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Scarab, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Oh man, they just like completely ruined that moment. They completely ruined that moment. How could you do that? We were in the moment. We were going to do the things that was gonna be romantic and stuff, and you ruined it. I spat everywhere. You ruined it. Okay, the spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh no, it hurts me in my heart hole. Say, Yuri, where did I hear that from? Jacksepticeye? Maybe, possibly. Heart hole. Who says heart hole? If you know who says heart hole, leave it in the comments, because I need to know. It's giving me brain aneurysms. Sorry. What do you want? Ugh! I like this one, Scarab. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. I just read them and stuff. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it's a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah! Me neither! Why don't you at least try giving me some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet! Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't mind, if you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I'm a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? Oh, happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes you need a little rain cloud in your head. A sad poem can give that rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Scarab. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like testicles. I mean, like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and she moans. And pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe and then shove it up my ass. And I put the bottles on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Is she an alcoholic? Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go into my pussy. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel the same time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to reach to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Bitch, you dark! Holy crap! Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot! I guess I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful? Well, never mind. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express this on my side. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Oh, I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing is the best. gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, I want to listen to Yuri, because I like Yuri. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at my poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Scarab, this one might be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, this is another one. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments. Yep, the moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. Okay, I think I read that wrong, but anyway. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the nearly satisfied animal. This raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning? Sorry, I can't read that. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. That was not as good as the last one. I'm gonna save. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can say that, even though I just said I liked the last one. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I began to imagine what this poem is about. Maybe it's about me, and she's feeding me with tea and stuff. She's trying to pull me in close and get me to come back. Okay, that's alright. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies, like stalking you, Scarab. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. You don't have anything like that, Scarab? Well, I guess I do. If feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is to respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, fucking. Sorry, there really aren't many people like you, Scarab. That's exaggerating a little bit. I'm a fuckwit, and my inner peeps know it. That's why they watch me. They don't watch to be entertained by me, they're watching to purely be entertained at me. You laugh at me, right? You laugh at you're not laughing with you laugh at me. You're like, look at this guy. He's trying to YouTube. Ha! What a loser. That's the way everyone else thinks about me, right? Right? It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. Oh, by the way, I think that these are going to be long episodes from now because I kind of want to get to the poem stage at every episode. So, yeah, there's that. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, let's go, Natsuki. Huh. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Huh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding and express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're at Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Ooh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve through what I did is beyond me. Though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. True. Natsuki's kind of a moody bitch and I don't really like her that much. Hi again, Scarab! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Oh, you never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright! This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally! I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mind that in the bad way. I hope you don't mean that in the bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her! You completely misunderstood! Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Ah! Fuck! Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. What? Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, you know, I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, speaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. I don't know how to say these things. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it is, just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with the space on the paper, you know, just choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote these lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what's going on. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or as conversation with the reader, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Do you know you're in a game? Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today! Okay, I'm just gonna save, just in case you, like, do something weird. Thanks for listening! Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poem, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if anyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good for just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Zoe has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So Ori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. So Ori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. It's just crayon. It's just crayon. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no Saori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings! Being intimate with yourself! Finding new horizons! And having fun! That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings you brought here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Saori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Saori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At least, the least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebooks Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands in front of the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. I wish I could do that. Is this something she has done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Saori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't really understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to get a good example. Are you ready to go next, Saori? I'll go next. Ooh! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances over at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened to Yuri when she gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered her, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. Yuri! And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then. Sorry, hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Saori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it as reciting it to other people. Just imagine reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Saori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Saori's is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Saori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Meaning this is what Saori meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I knew. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. Sayori, yeah. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Scarabic liked it! I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of anyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Scarab. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Scarab blow over on standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium, and shit. My dax. And it slides down my leg. In a poetic fashion, at a reasonable speed, until it hits the floor, and then the smell seeps in. Everyone sort of catches a whiff, and makes them all hurl. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. Think of it less of your... I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, let's just leave. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, but why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her soul attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem or bouncing on a penis in a porno. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's the case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez! I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy! Man, that really hurts my back every time I do that. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Sorry, got jamming with the guitar again. I know the festival's coming up, but let's write to poems for tomorrow as well. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. As for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. kind of adorable, isn't it? Yes, yes, it's adorable. Now, stop doing that. It hurts my back. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of any of it. It must make it a little... must be a little nice. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Scarab. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Oh, man. Oh, man. I hope no one's getting jealous. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri? Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayuri fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayuri. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry! Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward, yeah. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. But if there's something that can make her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Yeah! Kick it! And we end the episode right here, as we did in the last episode, so then we can start this off with the thing of the thing and the jammy and I like to sing this song because it's got a cool beat and I like it, and you can rap anything to the music because it's awesome. I need to stop doing this. I look really stupid. I look really stupid out of me in front of people on the internet. Oh my god, I've lost all mojo and stuff for. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This is Doki Doki Literature Club. I have no idea how this is a horror. I say this every episode, but anyway, I'm having a wonderful time playing this. It is a very long game, actually. It's, this episode I've been recording for an hour. I don't know how much I've cut out of it, but jeez. Thank you all for watching. If you've been watching Scarabic Gaming, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell button to do me a favor, let people know I exist, and I'll see you soon, INTERPEEPS.